We'll let Coach Danrod open with a statement, and we'll take questions from both Reggie McAdams and also Coach Johnson. And then we'll let the students go and let the coach remain for further questions afterwards. Okay? Coach?
Well, it was about what I expected. Terrific amount of respect for Eastern Michigan, a job that Coach Murphy does. In a one-game series, they're really difficult, and they've got really good guys, and the only difference between us and them is we have a little bit more depth, which consistently helps us throughout the season, but in a one-game series, they're a talented team, and we're very fortunate to win.
For either one, just the last 3 minutes, how hectic was that? How did you guys kind of keep your cool and, pull it out? What were you thinking?
We've been in those games before, and it's just tremendous character by our teammates. I know I went out with a foul, fifth foul, and then you could just look in all those guys' eyes and know we're just going to give it all we got, fight to the very end, and that's what we did.
You can expand upon that?
Jay, you want to add?
Just trying to remain focused and just play our game. We've been in situations plenty of time and just trying to keep our head and just play Akron basketball.
Two questions. Big Dog, can you describe the battle down low with Thompson for me? And the other, I'll get to your coach later. So.
All right. Thompson's a really tough player, really aggressive, athletic, big guy, and just trying to just go at him to get him in foul trouble. There's not a lot of depth behind him. So just trying to go at him, make him play defense, and just have a battle of wills, honestly.
Reggie, this wasn't really on you, but you guys obviously didn't shoot well from three. Was it can you put your finger on anything?
They do a well job of getting out, extending the floor, taking away passing lanes, and it was kind of an inside-out game, and tremendous effort by their part. They're long, athletic on the outside, and I guess the shots just weren't falling tonight. But we continue to keep shooting, and luckily got the win.
This is for either one of you. I think you're down 12 with like 8:40 something to go. And being a top seed and all, you feeling any anxiety or any pressure or anything like that, or?
There's always some anxiety there, but like I said, our guys. Our chemistry is so good. We come together. We pick each other up. Coaches do a great job of encouraging us. At any time we can rattle off 2 threes in a row and bring it back down to 6 or a 2-possession game. So we have faith in one another, confidence in one another, and so that's why we didn't fold.
Isaiah, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, just coming down to having been in that spot before, we held together and just talked about it, how there's a lot of time left, a lot of game left, and just going out there and just playing basketball, honestly. And the way we shoot the ball is like no lead. That's really safe with us.
I have a 2-part question. One's for Reggie, the other one's for Coach LeBron. Antino comes down, hits a 3-pointer. You guys come back down right after that, and then you hit a 3-pointer. I think you guys are down by 2, and then they call timeout. Did you guys feel the momentum swing your way? And Coach LeBron, what did you tell them during that timeout?
Look, I'm 57 years old. Do you think I remember what I told them during the timeout? Basically, the whole time I just challenged, their ability to fight through adversity, and then try to keep them calm. We told our guys, look, we don't want to shoot any ball other than on the break without Big Dog touching it. Right? We were going to play through them, and if we weren't going to win, it was going to be because he didn't make free throws, or he didn't make the right pass, or he didn't make the right play. So for me, I just simplified it. I made believe I had LeBron James again, and I threw him the ball on every play. I told him that it's better for them that way because they'll get more open looks. And that was our problem, is we try to do a little bit too much too early. and we rushed ourselves a little bit. We might have, I always think that the first game of the tournament is the most anxiety-filled. So I think we'll play a little bit better tomorrow, but I think Eastern Michigan had a lot to do with how we played.
We just kept saying, hey, we're going to make 2 shots in a row, 2 big threes, first by Antonio, and then he came down and found me in the corner. And that's kind of the motto we took all season, just at any time we can just light it up like that. We're never out of the game, and that's just the confidence we have in one another.
Let's take one last one for our students. Smile.
Isaiah, just to have him pretend like you're LeBron James, how does that feel?
It's a great honor, just having him believe in me that way to make the right play every time down the floor just means a lot, and having my teammates trust me like that means a lot to me too.
Thank you.
And we'll continue now with questions for Coach Jensen.
In the past, as a top seed, you would have been sitting around in the stands scouting today. Would you discuss the new, returning to the old format? You talked about how anxiety-ridden the first game was. It certainly puts a deeper seed into the mix now with, not having teams bite in. How do you like it versus the old format?
Again, I think I've been around this game so long that I really don't have that big of an opinion one way or the other. I just play by what the rules are, and if that's the format, then I go by the format. So I guess I'm not trying to avoid it. It's just.
Did you worry about rustiness in the past?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't like sitting around, especially this time of year. I like to play, but for our team right now, I remember, and you were here, the year we lost it to Miami on the bank shot, we had a guy named Jeremiah Wood who was a beast, but he had trouble playing successive days. So I thought clearly we were the best team, but we weren't the best team for 3 successive days. So I'm a little worried about this group because no excuses, like we've won plenty of games without Pat Forsythe, but I got this guy here that I got to keep fresh. And I tried to do it in the first half. I still have to win the game, but I got to keep them fresh. And I only have 2 big guys, so I got to make sure I keep Cheatham and Big Dog out of foul trouble. So that's the bigger issue, I think, for us, is making sure that we play our bench. That's key for us. Regardless of whether they play great all the time or not, they're going to try really hard. So we need to play them. Did I answer that?
Yep.
Okay.
I think he's going to lead for all the teams.
Pardon me?
I think 4 games is going to.
I will answer this. I thought we could win the tournament last year playing 5. I really did. Call me crazy, but I thought we were built enough to win last year. And we showed it. We won 3, and then we were nip and tuck with Buffalo to the last 3-4 minutes. And I thought we were good enough to win 5. Now, we had a little bit better depth last year than we do this year. We only have 9 dressing right now, so it's a little bit different team.
I know these guys said they've been in this situation before, but I mean, you only led for 4.5 minutes. There was a lot. Reggie fouls out. I mean, did you sense that they still were positive about kind of getting beat on the boards? I mean, there was a lot of things going against you.
I mean, we had our moments where we weren't very good, but I had belief in my guys. I mean, we've been through this, that, and the other. We've had injuries 2 years in a row. We've had problems. Look, I feel like we have a good team. I thought it's a tribute to our guys at the last 2 games. We've become an offensive-oriented team. Sorry. And I'm a defensive-oriented coach, but my personnel dictates that. So we won the last 2 games at the defensive end, which is a tribute to our guys, when we didn't shoot the ball very well. So that means you're a good team. And so when you feel like you have a good team, then you can't ever give up. Like, we felt like, sometimes I thought they were just killing us. I felt like they were up 18 on us and we were right in the game. So I've been around long enough at both ends of the equation, being up 18, down 18, up 12, down 12, to know that the game's never over.
Coach, what adjustments are you going to make going into tomorrow's game?
Well, first I'm going to find out who we're going to play. before I can adjust to anything. And then I'm going to put that magic wand on those shooters' hands and make sure that they put the ball in the basket. Now, look, it's simple for us. Share the ball, play as hard as you can defensively, and we call it Z-ball, fling and sting, right? Play Z-ball, fling and sting, and the ball will go in eventually. And we add a little asterisk to that. We call it punk ball, Z-ball with punk ball, and the punk ball is throw it to that monster right there and play through him. So there's two parts to it. And this is a new thing that we just started over the last probably 4 or 5 games. Yes.
Coach, I just wanted to know, how did you think the freshmen, Jamond Ivey and Josh Williams, played in their first MAC tournament game?
I thought, look at Josh Williams, a really good player. I mean, he's been in a lot of high-level games. He didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but he's a really good player. He's a starter in our league. And Jamond's one of the most talented guys on our team, who hasn't quite put it all together yet, but those guys are key. I mean, Josh, I don't know, played 26 minutes because I didn't think Antono really had it. So he gives me that Antono alternative. And then we went itty-bitty at the end because I felt like we needed to get a little more pop in the game.
Do you tell Big Dog, have you told him before, I'm going to pretend like you're LeBron James, or was this the first thing?
Well, you can't really call him LeBron James because he's so big and strong, but he's more like Shaq, right? So the one thing about him is if you don't bring the double team, he can get the ball right in front of the rim. And that's what we tried to do. We knew that their rules in the zone is when the ball hits the high post, it's man-to-man. So we knew we had isolation there. And it was just a matter of whether he could make enough of them over Thompson to win us the game or not. That's really what it came down to. Is it beat the alternative of taking our chances at the 3-line. So you gotta roll with what's working for you, and that's the best alternative we had. But he's a good player now. People have no idea how good a player. Really smart, tough, good basketball IQ. If he can get himself in better condition, he'll become one of the best centers in America. That's my prediction. Good, thank you.